So good day, crafty chums, and welcome to my November in review. And I'm a bit confused. I've had a very busy November because I've had to record some December videos in November because I'm going to be in New Zealand and don't really have any opportunity to get to any crafting gear. Maybe I'll have some drawing or something that I'll be doing. So yeah, so I'm a bit confused. I can't remember what I've already shown you from October, and I don't have internet all the time to go back and look at videos and that. So what I'll do is I'll just show you a couple of things. You may or may not have seen them. This one was just a little painting of a woman, and so I did her, but I can't remember whether she was late October or beginning November, so anyway. And then I made these lovely gorgeous little bookmarks, and they were done from jelly print paper, which was great. So there's those. I did a couple of index cards, and as I say, I can't remember which way around they were. So this one was made from jelly print paper. This technique I did where I painted the poppies on the jelly print and then put some black over the background and then did a lift off the iCAD with it and made this wonderful little index card. And then there was this strange one which came out much brighter than I imagined it would. It's very purple. But that's okay. So but it says, if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. And I love that saying line. I've used it quite a few times now. Maybe I ought to look for more sayings. Then I did this one from a technique that I saw on Jenny Cool's Facebook page. Not Facebook page, her YouTube channel, and I did it in a journal page, which I'll show you first, and then decided to do it with the index card afterwards. And I really like that technique. It's a very interesting technique. I've been playing this. I haven't done any videos on this or anything, but I'm not even sure whether you can see this because it's getting dark in here now and the lighting's quite bad. But I've just trying out embossing for a view to emboss on some ATCs a bit later on, and then just going over it with distress inks, but I don't think you can really see that there. Not very good, so I've been playing with that. I've made quite a few altered CDs, and so I don't know whether this is an October or a November one, but this is one I made, and it's got a little crocheted doily that I crocheted myself on there as well, and so I did that one. Then I finished this one the other day, and you will have seen this one. I know you will have seen this one. It's a filming in progress one because my husband keeps coming back to the boat, and what he does is when he steps on the boat and that, it rocks it terribly. So because he just gets on the boat, so I've made this sign now to give him warning that I'm filming and I don't need him to be tipping the boat up or anything. So he'll get on more carefully when he sees this hanging up. So this was another one I did there. So it was another altered compact disc. And then I've made this little gift bag and tag, and it went horribly wrong, but I continued with it anyway, just because you do, don't you? But yeah, so it's okay. It's all right. It's not too bad, but you'll see what I mean in the video if you've watched the video. So that's the bag and the tag. And of course I've done some journal pages, so I'll quickly show you these. I did a horrendous journal page the other day. So it's this one, and it's really bad. looks of painting and it's really bad, but you know, you got to take the good with the bad. That's how it happened for me that day. So yeah, that was awful. That was one of my bad journal pages, when good journal pages go bad. So, and then I did, I'm not very good at this journal stuff, and I'm still trying. I'm still trying to get a handle on it. But I know I've got one in here somewhere. Oh yeah, so there was this one. This one says, just like the butterfly, I too will awaken in my own time. So there was that page. I quite like that one. Just filled with butterflies and flowers. Very nice. So yeah, so that other lady was end of October. I don't know whether I showed you in my October review, but yeah. Then there was this journal page too, which was using the technique from Jenny Cool. I did this page first, and then I decided to try and transfer it onto an index card as well. So it was that page, and I actually really like how this one came out. I think it's super cool. And then there was this journal page, which was like a vomit of my brain onto the page. And it says, thinking of home makes me smile, because all I can think about now is getting home to New Zealand and see my kids and grandkids. So there was that one there too. I don't think I've got any more pages in there that I've done this month. Don't think so, because I have them all over the place, you know, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So there was that. And also, of course, I've made a lot of cards. Because it's coming up to Christmas. I did this one here, which was the wonky card, which I thought would be good to hold in your ATCs. So there's that. Oh, this was an ATC I made. I made this one trying out this snow. It's called Snow Writer, just to see what it would be like. And so I just did this as a mock-up one, just to see what it's like, and it's good. It dries hard, so it looks like snow but dries hard, so that's really nice. So I did that. Then I made a lot of little cards as well, but using not jelly print paper. This is brayered background that I made a video for, and you'll be seeing that. I think it's a December video, I'm not sure yet, but you'll be seeing that coming up. I don't think it'll already been shown, but you'll see it coming up. As you can imagine, I'm recording this before I go to New Zealand, so that's why I'm unsure of what's, you know, when the video will be shown, because I haven't actually scheduled it yet. And then some more Christmas cards with that background paper as well. And so I just so like it. I really like it because it really looks like it's a snowy background. I don't know what it's picking up like on camera, but in real life it looks like a snow-covered background. It's you know, misty, snowy, blizzardy. This one not so much, but the certainly that one and this one here. So, and the ink took a long time to dry, and so I smudged a couple of the cards waiting for the ink to dry, which was a bit annoying because I just wanted to get them out the way and packed up. So hey. Then also I just did a technique with this, showing this card here, and this is the one I did, and it has a I don't know whether you can pick it up on the camera, but it has a border around as well, and I think that might be a December video, so you're getting a sneaky peeky preview there. So I did that one, and then I like that so much I made this one afterwards. So and you'll be seeing how to do that one as well, I think. Then I made a couple of birthday cards, because I've got a couple of birthdays in December as well. So So I did just simple, you know, I do finish off the insides of cards too. Just did a, like that, just did a simple distress, I used the distress markers. I've only got 4 of them, so I used all 4 there onto a stamp and then just sprayed it, and you know, that was that. This is another technique that's coming up soon, and this is just an embossing thing onto craft cardstock and then just colouring with a pencil. And I'll show you how to make this one. I think it is actually on the video. I think I make this one, and these are ones that I just made beforehand to see what it was like. So as you can see, I did it in white, and that's okay, but it actually looks better in the gold, I think, personally. The white's okay, the gold looks better. So yeah, so I'll show you how to do that on that one there. That was good. And then of course I made some more cards that I didn't actually show on video. I just made the cards using a fairy stamp from Whimsy Stamp. She's called Silver Fairy. She's actually my favourite stamp to colour up and to put on a card. I think she's my all-time favourite stamp. It's a pity you can't see how glittery the wings are, but in real life they're really glittery. And so I did the stamp and, you know, did different colour hair and did different colour treatment and things. So different treatments on there. They're similar but different. So there's those. And I also did these little ones here, which I'm not too happy about these little ones. I think I made it smaller than the stamp is. You know, I cut off some of the holly leaves and things, and I'm not too happy with how these came out, but you know, they'll get sent off as cards anyway. And I did some with a darker skin tone as well. It's always good to practice different colour skin tones as well as different colour hair. And then there's that one there. This one looks okay, but yeah, wasn't really too happy with how I put them onto a card and that. And then of course I did Drawvember, and Drawvember. So here we go. These are my 30 drawings for Drawvember, and drawing a day, and it was almost drawing a day. Some days I couldn't actually draw because of the movement of the boat, as you can see today, movement of the boat. So the first one was a feather, which was easy. I thought to start off with just an easy shape. Then I did the peg, which actually turned out rather swell. Gave me heaps of trouble to do that, but it turned out really good in the end. Then I had the bird, just the bird, which was okay. Then was the nearly almost a cat, which it turned out sort of okay, but you know, it's a bit foxy like, so I obviously didn't get the round the bottom jaw correct. Then an easy bell, because once I struggle I got to do an easy one afterwards. Then there was my chappy with his little baby face, but got good proportion with the body in that, so I was quite pleased with that one. Then there was a ribbon, which is a ribbon, you know, it's just okay. And then there were some lilies, and I really enjoyed drawing those because of the strong shapes of them. Then there was the stone lion, and I was going to do more on this. I did intend to do more, but in the end I got sidetracked doing something else. But you know, I did this for perspective, and it's quite good. It goes off in the distance, so yeah, maybe I could have done more with the these lines to get the perspective of these going in as well, but hey ho. Then I had some poppies, and my poppies got dirtied. So then there was a rose, and I actually really enjoyed doing that one. The charcoal, I love drawing in charcoal, so there you go. Then there's some tulips, watercoloured those just for a change. Then there was the Paris tragedy, and it just affected me a little bit, and I got a little bit emotional. Lamp and Cup. It's a male face. I'm struggling with male faces, so I thought I'd give it a go. When I actually did it, I missed off a finger. How can you miss off a finger? So I had to go back in and I put the other finger in afterwards. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Then there was another male face that was like, you know, okay, it's a bit boyish, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. Then there was a cute little owl. I gave myself 10 minutes for these in the end, otherwise you just go on and on. You could keep going forever. And a bowl, 10-minute drawings. Then I did the, what's it called? Easel. Which was okay, but I thought I got the perspective on this one just a little bit out, but it's all right, you know, it's not too bad. It's good to practice perspectives in your drawings. Then there was a heron, which I thought maybe looked like a bandit with his little bandit mask on. It's quite fun to draw as well. Then I did the punch, which is this one here, which was quite good too. Turned out quite well. Then there was Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Then there was my turned head, which is okay. Then there was the Mad Hatter's hat, which I quite enjoyed doing because I found out Alice in Wonderland is next year in May, so May 2016. Looking forward to seeing that. There's a mermaid. I might actually eventually paint this one up. I really quite like this one, so I may turn it into a painting at some point. When, you know, after I come back from New Zealand, probably. Then there was my hubby, which doesn't look like my hubby, but it's okay. Then there was a rather weirdly weird face that I did from a magazine. And this was a full-length woman from a magazine as well. But of course, I just couldn't get the proportion of the head. Because when they're doing fashion plate magazines, they elongate the body and the head ends up really small and it looks quite weird. So there was that. Then I did this little thing about hair colour, and she turned out quite cute. I had the hands too big, had to work on getting hands smaller, so that took up a lot of my time, a lot of my 10 minutes. Then this is the last one here, and I struggled through this one because of the movement of the boat. And although she's got quite strong, manly features, I should have turned her into a fella. I think she turned out okay, you know. In the end, she turned out okay for just over a 10-minute sketch. I don't actually know how long the sketch was because the boat was moving. I kept having to turn off the camera to come back to it. And yeah, what a pain in the backside that was too. But anyway, so I finished that, and that's my December in review. Hope you join me again. December. It wasn't December at all. That was my November. That was my November in review. Hope to see you again soon. And yeah, December and January will be quiet for me because I'll be in New Zealand and I won't have any real opportunities to craft. But we'll see what I can come up with while I'm there because I'll have no supplies. Supplies! And there's a bit of a joke to that, but hey ho. But anyway, so yes, hope to see you again soon. Bye.